I'm completely ignorant to PSA levels. I knew nothing about it, not until it hit me. And I must be one of millions of men in this country who've never heard of PSA. So now you do. Listen to what I'm saying to you. Your loved ones would want you to take a blood test. You owe it to them. You owe it to the people around you to live longer and be there for them. I love Christmas, and wrapping Christmas presents and giving is part of who I am. And wrapping them this year, I'm in floods of tears, thinking, will I do this again? Will I be here next year to wrap presents and stick bows on them and write tags and write Christmas cards? And I hope I will be. So my illness has focused my attention on telling the boys things before it's too late. Telling them what they really should know. I know some of it isn't pretty. But if I leave this place and go somewhere else, they'll never know. And I think they should know. I've never met Kate. I'd love to shake Kate's hand. Members of the public out there have met her. Ordinary people on the street have met her. I've never met her. I would love to meet her. I would love to shake her hand and just say, you're doing everything perfectly well. But I would love to sit down with William and fill in the gaps of those years that are missing in his mind whilst he was away at school. He could ask me any question and I would be able to answer, because I don't have an agenda. I don't have an edge. I want just to say the truth. Some of the truth may be difficult, but if he doesn't know, he's not informed. And then you're informed. You have the right information. It's not someone else's agenda. It's not a slight. It's down the middle. It's the truth. So I would like to tell them the truth. There are things that happened in their mother's world which they may have no knowledge of. And I think it just might fill in some blanks. And I'm sure I can ask them questions too, because if we ever sat down, I would say to William, this is within these walls and will never come out of these walls. Harry's discarded me, but he hasn't thought about all of those years that I spent with his mother in private, behind the doors of apartments 8 and 9, loving her, caring for her, watching out for her. I've been dismissed. You look at William and Harry as an 11-year-old and 14-year-old walking behind their mother's coffin. The nation saw that. The nation witnessed that. And our hearts broke for those two boys. Their path should have been the same path from then on. That's what Diana would have wanted, for the two boys to be stuck side by side for the rest of their lives. Her death should have glued them together forever. But it didn't. Wouldn't it be wonderful to see the boys repair their relationship and to be back where they should be back? The public would love that. I'd applaud that. I'd love to see William put his arm around his brother. But I don't think we're going to see that, because there are too many obstacles in the way.